Okay guys, what up? This month we are doing the Q&A a lot earlier because Ion 2 on the Taiwan server is gonna come out literally days or if not already released as of this video release. Me and my editor, we are Ion fanatics, we are Ion fans, and we are gonna play the Taiwan server. Even as a test, we are going hard, so we want to quickly get this video, not say rushed it out or get it out of the way, but rather like, you know, we do it early so that the rest of the month we got more time to just like play Ion. As you know, the starting of MMO is always the most fun, most busy. So we want to make sure that we capitalize on that fun before it fades away. So we want to make this video a little bit earlier. So sorry for the inconvenience that you guys have to like, come up with all these questions about a week or 2 weeks early. But yeah, here we are on this third Q&A session. But before we begin, obviously big shout out to the supporters of the YouTube channel. These 2 months has been a little bit weird because this channel is mainly for Final Fantasy XIV content. But because these 2 months we haven't really played too much Final Fantasy, we've been playing a lot of like Battlefield, especially Upgraders lately, and also like I mentioned earlier, Ion 2 coming out. So most likely until Savage comes out, there won't be much Final Fantasy XIV content on this channel or on the stream. So thanks so much for those people that have been supporting the YouTube channel, continuing to watch the videos that we put out for now, and also obviously supporting via the Ko-fi, which, my editor will put it on the link in the description below. You can click on the Ko-fi link, you can support this channel a little bit more, and you can get exclusive early access, or your questions will be picked to answer first. And also if you haven't, make sure you join our Discord, the YouTube/Twitch/ Final Fantasy XIV new exclusive Discord, which you can find also in the video description below. Yeah, and now we're gonna go into the questions. Okay, first question, tier 3 question. Crag, if Square Enix ask you which bosses, characters, mechanics, mini games, concepts, or location you would like to see translated, adapted into Final Fantasy XIV from other FF games that they haven't done already, which would you like to see? Even if it's not directly like Go-Bass and just a more subtle adaptation. For instance, I would like them to do Sorceress Edia type character, or Sin or Lost Number boss from FF7, or Caius from FF13. I mean, let's be honest, in this world, this source that we are in, and also the concept of like the multiple reflections in Final Fantasy XIV, right? I do think that anything is possible. It's just whether when they wanna push out of their butt and put it into the game, right? I would say so far, all the stuff they add in, I think it's okay. I don't think any felt out of place, or I don't feel like any felt forced. Some of them are even like a little bit twisted, changed a little bit. Like for example, Gaia in 13, she's actually literally Edia, right? Technically speaking, we already have some like cross-reference, but I see what you mean, right? Let's answer your question now. Which do I want to see that is not in the game? Which obviously I think can be able. I mean, obviously FF7. I would like to see Cloud, Sephiroth come into this world. I mean, we already see Kefka, even though it's a simulation, right? But we do see, like you say, Go-Bass, which is like actually canon to the story, right? So maybe Sephiroth can be here. We already see FF9 stuff already, right? We got like obviously Beatrice, we got like Steiner references, like Otis is Steiner, right? And then Zelania is Beatrice, right? So I do think that if we can see some sort of like FF7, like Sephiroth style, or I mean FF6 we kind of do have it already, right? FF4 we kind of do have it already, but yeah, definitely, I mean for me, FF7 my favorite FF. FF10 also one of them, but they've been dropping a lot of random FF10 stuff here and there, so I don't know, will we ever get like one collectively like a good package? Like I think Go-Bass was really good. Four Fiends, Go-Bass, The Void, I think it was very well done. So I do hope to see that, if they bring something in, it will not be like a collab like Evilise, it will not be like a raid only quest line like Eden. I hope that we do see some like MSQ core type and centric around FF7. I mean, this time we got kind of like FF9, right? So maybe in the future they will do more stuff like that. I hope so, yeah. Second question, Everwind. What's your go-to McDonald's order? Okay, I like how we went from game into random IRL style. What my go-to? Big Mac. Come on, guys. McDonald's. It has to be the Big Mac. Now, they do put out occasional promotional meals, right? Samurai burger and stuff, right? Like, dude, right now in Singapore, we have this Tom Yum Mayo Burger / sauce. It's so bad. It tastes like chewing gum. It's really bad. But obviously, the go-to Big Mac, man. Big Mac, upsize, French fries, and if they got crisp cut fries, good. If they have curly fries, good. But otherwise, Big Mac, man, easy. Yeah, the quarter pounder. The quarter pounder is really good. God damn it, now I'm salivating. I don't know what's the English word. But yeah, I like the classic cheeseburger stuff. So cheeseburger, quarter pounder, Big Mac. Yeah, easy. Next, Cfai. Ever played Blue Protocol Star Resonance? What are your thoughts? Look up some great videos if you haven't. Feels like crippled and mixed version of WoW and 14, but some interesting MMO respect. Okay, Blue Protocol is not. I'm sorry. If you ever play WoW, if you ever play 14, I don't think there's any game that will even come close when it comes to PvE or /raid. Now, Lost Ark came pretty close. But that is not because Lost Ark is difficult or anything, but because Lost Ark is a complete different gameplay. ARPG top-down POV gameplay. So in a way, doing otherwise easy to understand simple mechanic is made more difficult. Even the PvP, right? Even the PvP, right? Made more difficult because of the different playstyle. So I will give you and say that I enjoy Lost Ark. Maybe Lost Ark was like more like an eye candy, I would say, rather than like mechanical storm and or execution. Right, I think World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV is the pinnacle of PvE, right? I would say Final Fantasy XIV is a one notch above WoW because you can't really tackle it with add-on in day one. There's no PTR, there's no wait for guides and stuff. You're going in blind, you're going in fast, you're going in hardcore. I would say for me, there's just no game that can be better than WoW and 14, right? Especially given the fact that I play both at a high or highest level already, right? So I don't think I will be fazed or amused by any other MMO. Like even Ion, we are going to play Ion, and Ion this time is going to focus more on PvE. And they themselves made it very clear that they want to challenge WoW and 14 in the PvE because they know that these two games are the pinnacle of PvE. So I don't think Blue Protocol will ever like amaze me or anything. And dude, let's be honest, man, Blue Protocol, like, guys, come on. Is the MMO genre really that bad that we are setting the bar so low? Blue Protocol is like F-tier MMO, man. You don't play Blue Protocol unless you somehow miss 14, WoW, Guild Wars, Lost Ark, New World, Throne and Liberty. Nah, Blue Protocol, nah. Okay, no tier 2 question. Yo, tier 2, come on, man. You guys need to put in some question, man. We need some tier 2 questions, yeah. Okay, tier 1 question, Buffo. Buffo with 2 questions. Okay, see, I think a lot of people don't really take this opportunity to ask questions on the YouTube into this video. I think a lot of people like to do it on Twitch, but you know what? You can ask the same question on the... And if you haven't, check out the video description, join the YouTube /Twitch supporter Discord. You can ask me again. You can ask multiple questions. You don't have to just, ask on Twitch and forget about it. You can ask it on a video format like this. I will answer you one-to-one, and then you will feel a lot better about it for giving me your money. Okay, Buffo. Do you remember the first LAN shop cyber cafe you went to? What games did you play there and what was the vibe like? Wow. First LAN shop. This is more like Singapore, right? I don't think you would know what it is. But I think Buffo kind of know a little bit about Southeast Asia, so maybe he does know. It was in Sim Lim Square level 4. I forgot what it is called. And also in Cine Leisure level 5 also. I think there was a LAN shop. Parkway Parade also got Parkway Lane 5. I forgot what it's called. At Seligi. There's also some LAN shop over there, yeah. Arcade, I mean, usually I go to arcade LAN shop. So, yeah, those are the few that I went to before. What games did I play? Dota. Not Dota 2. Back then, there wasn't Dota 2 yet. In my time, it was like 1990, 95, 98. So, we go to LAN shop, we play Dota. We play Warcraft 3. We play Counter-Strike, obviously Counter-Strike. Half-Life 2, StarCraft 1. These are the games that we used to play back then in the LAN shop. Now, let me tell you, the vibe was awesome, man. The vibe is almost like arcade. For those people that have been to arcade, you know how it's like. You stand behind a machine, you watch people play, you insert credit, and then you play with others or you challenge the others, right? I mean, LAN shop is kind of the same thing, You stand behind, watch people play, and then you yourself want to get in, and then you go to the counter, you pay some money, and then you sit down there and play, and then you join their lobby. So it was the same. It was really good. It was really good. Like, it is like a lost generation. It was like a atmosphere that I don't think people will ever experience it again. Now, if you've been to like EVO, it will be like that. Except now you need a big ass convention to feel like that. But back then, like in the arcade or back then in the LAN shop, it feels like that. Now, maybe not at a grand scale, like, holy fuck, man, 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 spectator, right? But like back then it was like, 10, 50, 20, 100 people watching you, 100 people in one place, 200 people in one place. If the LAN shop is really big, the arcade is really big, Now the arcade / LAN shop vibe is now transferred to like convention. So the vibe is like that, yeah. And then for your second question, since I don't see anyone asking yet, do you think Square Enix should offer some sort of compensation for NA players that are getting hit with DDoS? No. You are playing a live service MMORPG. You pay $12.99 to access the server. Make no mistake, you are not entitled to the content. You are not entitled to whether the server are good or not, okay? Now, I know this is gonna be bullshit bad take to some people, but it's like McDonald's. It's like your golf club. You pay $100 club fee to access the golf course, but just because the golf course goes on maintenance or the golf course is raining and then you can't play golf, or, you know, maybe bird attack or something happened, you know, a forest fire and stuff, and then your golf course gets shut down and you can't play golf, you're not gonna get compensated. It's just part of the money that you pay for, right? You pay for the service, but the disruption of service, which if it's not in control of the people running the service, they can't really compensate you. Now, if they do, you will be out of goodwill. Like in gacha games, if they do a maintenance, they give you Apollo gems. That is because gacha game is different, right? They really want you to play the game to make you like spend money, right? And if you can't play the game, they want to give you back something to pull you back in. I don't think MMORPG are under the category. Now, I don't think that the DDoS is freaking ridiculous in NA right now though. I'm so glad I got my Quantum 100 clear before the DDoS attack. Thank God. I heard that it's pretty very unbearable and unplayable right now, especially in prime time. So I kind of feel bad, but will they compensate? Now, obviously, I think they should. And like I said, if they do, you'll be goodwill. But as a player, I don't think it's just something you expect. Sometimes it is just what it is. Yeah, it's just very unfortunate that Square Enix is very maybe incapable of handling DDoS, mitigating DDoS. But again, DDoS is hard to mitigate. But bro, this has been going on for almost 5 years, man. At this point, it's a little bit, I mean, again, we don't know. I don't know. Nobody will know. But I don't think we should expect compensation. I don't think they will compensate. But I don't think we should expect them to compensate. It's just... that's just how live service works, you know, sadly, right? Now, obviously, people will say that MMORPG cannot compensate you 1 day of game time. Now, they did before, but in DDoS situation like that, I don't think they will. But hey, you know what? If this is a gacha game and every time there's a disruption of service like that, they give us some crystal in the mock station, eventually, over these 5 years, I would have enough crystal to maybe buy a glamour, you know? Maybe I would have enough crystal to buy a sub, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, obviously, I hope that, everybody hopes that, but it's not. They are not going to do that. So, yeah. Okay, now, to the non-supporter questions. Sylicas, what are some of your favorite raid mechanics to figure out over the course of the game? Ooh. I personally hate limit card. Not because I can't do limit card, but because I know that when I see a limit card mechanic, usually I have to learn all permutation. Now, limit card comes in the form of 4 to 8. Usually 4 to 8. Now, obviously, usually it's 8. That's the biggest problem. Because 8 means 8 permutation, means 8 pattern everybody needs to learn. Which then means that progging it one time, one pattern, doesn't mean you're progging. Like, limit card is a very, like, smoke screen mechanic. Just because you get pie it one time doesn't mean you prog. You prog one permutation. There are 8. So until you finish all 8, you can't prog. So in my opinion, that is the hardest mechanic. But also in my opinion, that is also my favorite mechanic. Because sometimes when I look at, say, Savage EX5 or even recent Ultimate Fight, sometimes you can limp through it, you know? There's only 2 permutations, right? Or they're just row-based, right? Or they're just 3 patterns, right? Now, Ultimate will require you to learn all patterns, thankfully. But limit cut is the most brutal one, right? You have to learn all 8. All 8 people need to learn all 8 different roles, right? There's no, I learned only DPS role. There's only 3 pattern, you know? Limit cut is, you gotta learn all 8. So, I like limit cut because when you can finish and prog cleanly and clear the fight in a fight with the limit cut mechanic, I think that is something to be very proud of. I think that is a complete team effort. There's no carry, everybody hold their weight. There's no question that the team deserves it, you know? Whereas like a lot of fights like Savage or even EX5, no, a lot of people don't know what the f they're doing. A lot of people don't even know the strat. Now, obviously, they're just EX and Savage, right? My favorite is when a fight has a limit cut mechanic and require everybody to do what they do, and all of us learn the mechanic cleanly in depth, like nothing left out, perfect execution. Those are my favorite raid mechanics. So limit cut definitely, yeah. Puzzle mechanics, hit or miss. I'm sorry, not puzzle mechanic, I'm sorry, debuff mechanic. I hate debuff mechanic because debuff mechanic is just discovery. You do it one time and you just follow and it's easy. Compared to limit cut, you know you still gotta execute, and you gotta execute. You have to execute times 8. Whereas like debuff mechanic is just like, oh, here, there. Now, I do think that would be my second favorite raid mechanic. I say I don't like it, that doesn't mean that I hate it. It's not my favorite. I would say that is a hurdle, but that is not really execution, right? You know what I mean? Like, debuff is not execution, debuff is just solving, right? And then stay in the same place. Like, Sigma version of top, Alpha version of top in P5 is execution. Hello world. You see what I'm trying to... I might be using the wrong term or wrong explanation, but I hope by giving you example, you understand what I'm trying to say. I love execution mechanics. I don't really like debuff mechanics. Yeah. Okay, next question from dayru. I have noticed that Ninja is a pretty niche job these days. I started in 6.4. Okay, so a new guy, a new player. Nice. I started at 6.4 and it's my main job since day one. Nice. I see very low number of passes, especially compared to other amount of Viper passes. I know there are many reasons why it's not popular. Job started at level 1. You have to unlock it separately through the rogue quest line. The job is seen too hard to play. Viper being easier, more accessible. I understand why. I guess I get bummed. Not more people want to try Ninja when it's by far my favorite and so well designed. I think it's unique to have a harder job. There's an unselfish DPS. Do you think Square Enix can do to motivate more people to try Ninja aside from making it easy, I guess? Okay, everything that you just said is literally the answer to the question. However, I am also a Ninja main. I love Ninja. I played Ninja since it was released in 2.4. Till today, my main job, my favorite job, the job that I go to in proc, most comfortable with, I'm most happy with, okay? One of the reasons why Ninja is not as popular this time, it's just because a new melee is introduced. So, since you started in 6.4, right? So, this will be your first this will be your first expansion, right? So maybe you wouldn't know that. Usually the new job is just being heavily played by everybody. Like if you look at Pictomancer, Summoner is the most played caster before. Now because of Pictomancer, I don't think Summoner is that much play or run away most played anymore, right? You can go FFXIV and share, right? So it's just a new job, new roles. Usually people play it the most. And also this time because Viper and Ninja is the same category scouting, so people play more Viper, and Viper is just better in recent fights that they make, especially M6S, which is the current rate here, most challenging, hardest, different, and leaning favorite Viper over Ninja, right? A lot of reasons. But I think you can be safe as a Ninja main because Ninja is always the best proc job. Always the best. Might not be the most damage, but always the safest to play, comfy to play. Can do everything. Shukuchi is amazing. You got 2 minutes synergy. It's the best job. It is the best job. Like, Viper is really damn good. I don't think Viper is overshadowing Ninja popularity overall yet to the point that, you know, people don't like Ninja. I think people still love Ninja. It's just that Viper is a new job. And the recent fight works. You also got Quantum. Viper is also better. That fight, a lot of downtime. Viper also better. That is just reason. There's nothing wrong with the Ninja job. Okay? It's just a fight and obviously a new job. But Ninja will be eating good. Ninja has been always perfect the moment you go to mid expansion, and once they address the clunkiness in every expansion that it comes with, and then once they fixed it, it's usually the most fun, balanced, strongest job eventually. So Ninja is fine. Ninja is fine. Don't worry. Yeah, I don't think Square Enix will do anything. I hope they don't make it easier. I think Ninja is perfect as it is. I just think maybe add a some flavor, class fantasy to it. I guess. Yeah, but otherwise I think Ninja is fine. Yeah. Okay, next. Elemental. Are cat girls overrated? Your mom's overrated. What do you mean cat girls are overrated? Dude, cat girls are the one that single-handedly carry Eorzea. Without cat girls, Final Fantasy XIV is doomed. Okay, maybe Aura can carry a little bit, but Miqo'te is the main pillar, man. You know, like, no, they are not overrated. They are never overrated. Cat girls are the best. Man, dude, I wish a cat girl would invade me, invade the world. If one day there's a zombie apocalypse, I hope they are cat girls. If one day there's alien invasion, I hope it's cat girls. You know, like, cat girls are, cat girls are not overrated. Nah, that's a big question. That's a big question. And I got baited, but cat girls are not overrated. No. Okay, next question, Bjorn. Oh, wow, this is like a follow-up question. When are you gonna Fantasia into Aura, Ankh? I have no problem with Aura. Just because I love Miqo'te doesn't mean that I hate Aura. I like Aura. It's just that I think Miqo'te are just better than Aura. And I do have some Aura female characters. Have you seen Yandere-sama? My wife was an Aura. My JP character on my wife account is an Aura. I like Aura. But am I gonna Fantasia into Aura? I mean, dude, Square Enix give us so much Fantasia. I got like 4 or 5 more, man. This expansion Aura update, graphic update is really damn good though. But I'm still in love with Miqo'tes, man. Okay. Miqo'tes are so cute, I want to go home too. Aura is something that when I go out, I just want to have a fling. So I don't know whether I want an Aura to stare at every day, but I do want a Miqo'te to stare at every day, if that makes sense. I will though, at some point I will though, and I have all characters playing Aura, right? So yeah. Okay, yo, that's all the questions, man. Thanks so much for the monthly questions. Thanks so much for making it fun. Thanks so much for some technical, serious, fun meme question. I really appreciate it. Keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. Right, whether you are supporter or not, obviously, hopefully you are supporting the channel. These 2 months I haven't been playing Final Fantasy. Twitch is doing dumb shit. I'm not making a lot of money, which is fine. Don't worry about me. It's more about my editor. I feel bad that my editor is very underpaid, and this is why we make the Ko-fi support so that we can support my editor. But otherwise, personally, I'm just chilling. I'm playing video games. I'm taking these 2 months break, playing other games. I'm just relaxing. Calm before the storm, right? 1.7.4 drop, we have Savage, and after that we have Criterion, and after that we got Ultimate, and then we got Fog Tower, we potentially have another Ultimate. Mr. Ozma is cooking something new and exciting, he says, which is probably Beastmaster, and then we're gonna go to FanFest. Oh yeah, speaking of FanFest, man, I would love that you guys also support the Twitch. I just set up a FanFest Fun Dodo Go, but obviously I'm not streaming 14 yet, so I don't expect people to get on it yet. Probably next month it will start rolling, hopefully. But yeah, I would appreciate also some support for that. But yeah, you know, once 7.4 comes out, the YouTube channel will be full force again. And yeah, more Final Fantasy, more memes. But now, take a break, take a chill, play Arc Raiders, play other games. I finish Tactics, and we're gonna play Ion 2. So I'll see you guys in the next video. But make sure you drop a like, subscribe, leave in a comment below. Even if you got some questions, we can pick them up to answer next time. Or, you know, check the video description. Join our YouTube/Twitch/supporter Discord channel, and support the channel with Ko-fi also. I will appreciate it. My editor will appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Peace.